What is up, you guys? So what you're next going to see is a collaboration between me and my friend Callum, who has his own YouTube channel and is trying to build his own business called One Way War. And yeah, he's going to have a part on his channel, I'm going to have a part on my channel, so make sure you check out his part after you finish with my part. And if you're on his channel and you've come over to mine, this is the second part. So that's it, you guys. We're just going to, it's a bit of just back and forth between me and him about a lot of different topics, gym related, and then we kind of go off on a bit of tangent about other things. But that's actually the bit I encourage you most to watch, because that's when we talk about the most interesting stuff. So that's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys later.
Yeah, right.
Ready?
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
Yo, what is up, you guys? Lewis here from LewisMV channel, here with
Callum from CEO and owner of One Way War.
So today, you guys, we're doing a kind of collaboration. Me and Callum know each other for ages, we're really good mates. And really, we're just gonna go through some gym questions, things about that. We're in a gym environment. We're able to stay later, so we can. So I lock at the gym later, so we can actually stay here, and we have a good environment to actually film a video. So we're just gonna go over a few gym topics, and we're just gonna be bouncing off each other, responding, having a bit of, conversation. And hopefully, this will bring some value to you guys. Maybe give you some insight into who we are and what we do, and kind of that sort of thing. So anyway,
Yeah, next question.
I'll flip to the next question. So try and keep it more interesting. Just keep it going. So we kind of gone over a little bit. So what have we gained from the gym? So we kind of went over that a bit. But yes, that's what I gained from the gym. Do you want to go off a little bit? I know you did kind of.
The gym, what I've taken away from it is just understanding of myself and who I am as a person, and improvement. And it really is just as simple as that, self-improvement. And as Lewis said as well, self-esteem. And it's not cocky, it's not walking around thinking, I'm the biggest kid in town. It's me walking around and looking in the mirror and be like, I don't care who's the biggest in town, because I'm me and I'm proud of myself. That's what I've gained from the gym.
That's good. No, that's really good. And so kind of going off to kind of transition into our next point, Callum was talking earlier about getting to the gym and stuff like that, and knowing that he has to go down to the gym. That's one of the aspects which kind of motivate you, is the fact that you can't stay stagnant. You need to be constantly improving and aiming higher and trying to achieve that. So my next question, my final question, fuck that piece of paper now, was, so what motivates us to actually go to the gym? What motivates us to do these things, to actually walk into the gym on those days and train our hardest? For me, it's a lot of public figure stuff. This isn't right or wrong. A lot of people say, you shouldn't be really looking up to these people that you see online and stuff, because, maybe they're saying bullshit, maybe they're lying, maybe you don't know who they are, really. If it's really helping you, then sure, go for it. That's a good thing. At least you have some motivation. Some people don't have any motivation. So for me, a lot of public figures, I speak about it a lot. It's been on my, I put it on my Instagram, stuff like that, is Muhammad Ali. I love Muhammad Ali, and you may sit there and think, well, he's a boxer. What does that have to do with, actual bodybuilding training and stuff like that? Obviously, you have the whole aspect of him training in the gym. I like watching the motivational videos of him training. It gets me so pumped, and it gets me really ready to train. But the things which actually motivate me the most about Muhammad Ali is his character, and the things which transcended his training and transcended the boxing and transcended the fighting. The things about, what he stood for, the fact that he fought for things. Just these little things, even though maybe particularly they're not related to the whole bodybuilding thing and the whole aspect of training in the gym, that whole thing of his overall rounded character, the fact that he trained every day and he was hard work and he dedicated himself, and he proved everyone wrong. His mentality is what motivates me the most. In my opinion, that's a great role model for you to look up to, and that's one of my favorite public figures which motivates me. Just that whole aspect of, like I said, staying stagnant and constantly wanting to improve. You may not think that as motivation, but it really is. It's internal motivation. It's inside of you. You just want to improve and you want to be the best you can be. I'm constantly thinking it. So for me, that is something that motivates me throughout my whole life, and it's something which motivates me to go to the gym, is the fact that I just want to improve and I want to be the best. And it's not me saying I want to be, there's a difference, we were speaking about it. I don't want to be better than everyone else, but I want to be the best that I can be.
I'm not saying that I'm better than everyone else, but I'm the best.
But I'm the best, yeah.
You're not saying, you know, I'm better than you. You know, you're just saying I'm the best.
I'm the best,
and people can't go, you know, no, you're not.
But that's meaning
because you're not saying I'm not better than you.
I'm my best. Like, I'm my best. I'm not saying I'm better than you. And just that whole aspect of me wanting to be the best. You see in the Muhammad Ali videos and stuff, you know, him saying, you know, I'm the greatest of all time. I fucking love it. You know, he's saying it. And there's a quote where he says, you know, I said I was the greatest before I even knew I was. I love that whole aspect of wanting to prove myself, not prove everyone else wrong, which I said is an aspect when I started. I wanted to prove everyone wrong. It just shows how I've developed as a character. I want to prove myself right, and I want to prove myself that I can be better.
Yeah. For me, what motivates me is the thought that all of us are going to die, right? All of us die. Everyone lies. But what I want to be able to do is provide not only a life for me and enjoy the life, live the life that I want to live, but be able to provide for my family and others for generations. And I'm not playing, you know, the short game here. I'm playing the long game. I want to be able to provide and help people, not only, you know, me, my family, but others. My family, I don't just want to be able to provide for my kids. Like, I don't want to be able to become, you know, financially successful and all that so I can give it to my kids. I want to be able to become so wealthy and be able to not only pass, you know, money, but pass knowledge onto those kids that it will cascade. And I'm talking, you know, provide for like 5, 6, you know, 700 years down the line. And guess what? You know, my family, I hope, will never have to experience, you know, the struggle of, you know, not being able to pay, you know, the water bill. For me, anyway, you know, not being able to pay the water bill or pay the heating, or, you know, someone, they wanted something, you know, family member wanted something at Christmas and you can't give it to them because you can't afford it, you know, or there's come home, you know, there's no tea, you know, because you can't afford shopping. Like, my main reason is, being able to provide and give for others, whether that be me, my family, or, you know, just anyone in the world, be able to bring some kind of value to them, bring, whether it be happiness, whether they learn something from me, whether they get motivation from me, whether, you know, even if it just sparks a little thought in their mind, you know, hang on, what if I did this, or maybe I did that different, or maybe I should start caring about myself, or, you know, maybe you think about someone in your life that needs help and, you know, you talk to them. That's my motivation, to be honest, is to be able to...
So that's just your life motivation. That's what motivates you to get up in the morning and actually do shit, or actually kind of aspire to do things. Dude, that's your life motivation. Like, in my way, it's very much similar, where that kind of does motivate you to go to the gym as well. It just motivates you to work hard in general, to actually go and do something. You know, my goals, one day I will buy my mum a house. One day I will do that. One day I'll have the money to be able to provide for her, so she doesn't have to worry, so she doesn't have to work like she is now. So her and my sister, who has a disability, they don't have to worry about things. They can kind of have more of a luxury life. And, you know, I'm going to have my own gym one day. These are all things which, you know, just the thought of me not having them eventually is what motivates me. The thought that if I don't work hard, if I don't try new things, if I don't go and I don't try this, and I actually start this, that potentially those things which I'm dreaming of and which I'm gonna have, I know I will, the fact of possibly not having them by not working hard now, that thought kills me. Just not to have that, because I've dreamed of that for so long, and because that is just a huge goal for me. So, what you're about to see is related to the Q&A, however it's not to do with the gym type stuff. We basically talk about general topics as a tangent. If you want to skip this part, then go to 22 minutes and 56 seconds for the outro of the vid. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you enjoyed it. However, I do encourage you to listen for the whole video.
There's a quote that I read, because I'm very good with my quotes, is that you're always haunted by the fact that you're wasting your life. I don't want to wake up when I'm 85, 90, lying on my deathbed and looking back and thinking, you know, oh, if only I took that opportunity. Oh, if only I did that.
There are going to be situations which pass us by, things that we've already turned down, things that at the time we won't realise when we turned down that opportunity. But the thing is being so self-aware enough to know that we're going to try and grasp at every opportunity we can, and we're going to try and take those in a more positive way, and we're going to try and think about it more before we do it. We're going to try and think, well, potentially this could have a great positive outcome, and think about the long run like we're doing now, thinking, oh, well, if I do take this opportunity, possibly in the future this could happen to me, instead of just thinking, oh, well, it's quick money, or it's quick this, or
like
I just want to
start in the gym. Like, we just did it, you know, and like Lewis, he said he just wanted to do it because he wanted to get fit, and he was sick of taking the piss out.
And now it's developed.
And for me, as I said, it was just I needed to start getting something rolling. I was just this all talk, you know, no action. And that simple little spark, as I said, cascaded into this enormous, you know, brought so many opportunities, because it, as a knock-on effect of me improving mentally and physically and that, guess what? It's brought me opportunities, of course, outside the gym everywhere. And that's only because that little spark started. And if I hadn't have taken that opportunity, and I was afraid of, you know, as I said, I was a little bit, but I totally, you know, I didn't totally, but if I totally allowed what others thought of me to get to me, it would have ruined me, and I never would have had any of this. And you know, I'd probably be speaking to Lewis now, you know, in a completely different manner. I don't know where I'd be, but the fact is that because I took that opportunity, I've got, you know, it opened hundreds of doors. And you, as I said, you don't want to be looking back on your life and be upset. It's a very hard concept to grasp, because just think about it. Like, really think about it. Don't just graze over it and be like, you know, think about it and then, oh, you know, I'm hungry or something. Like, genuinely think about it, that you are gonna die. You are going to die. You, like, for me, it took me a long time to realise this. You are gonna die, and I don't know, you know.
Well, think about it. This is it. Like, people,
it's so simple, but
people
so true.
Target and they kind of they pinpoint overthinking as a bad thing. You know, overthink stuff. Take over all the situations and actually analyze them. Like, it'll increase your intelligence, it'll increase your self-awareness, it'll increase your mental stability. It honestly will. Like, people just, they don't seem to overthink because they're scared of the doors they might open, or scared of the things they might think. Like,
there is negatives. There's always negatives. You know, there's negatives to bloody
life.
everything. There's negatives to the gym. You know, Lewis has injured himself. I've injured myself. I damaged my joints. You know,
that's what it comes with.
Exactly. That's what it comes with. Those doors open. Those fantastic doors and opportunities opened because
the positives outweigh the.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, an important skill in life is being able to weigh up those positives and negatives. Some people can't do it, and not just, you know, weighing them up, but do it quickly. You know, not being able to take, you know, because if you spend your whole life in potential, guess what? You know, you're like, one day I'm going to go to the gym. One day I'm going to, you know, start a YouTube channel. One day I'm going to do this. And Lewis has spoken about this on his channel. You know, one day I'm going to do that. Well, guess what? One day, you know, turns into doomsday. It doesn't happen.
Dead.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Right? It seriously doesn't happen. And, you know, me and Lewis, what we've done is we always, you know, everybody has struggles, but what's happened in the gym has allowed us to be able to, that nervousness of starting something new, or starting something where the potential, you know, people could take the piss out of you, is starting it. Well, guess what? It cascaded on for him and me to be able to be like, you know what, you know, for me it was, I want to build something on myself, and I want to build a company, and I knew I'd be taking the piss out of, because, you know, look at you, you're a little, you know, I was 15 at the time, you little 15-year-old, you know, thinking you're going to be a big man, you know, and other adults will laugh at me, whoever I told it to, and some of my friends, you know, smile to my face, lie behind my back and say, you know, typical little motivation chit-chat, but that's always going to happen.
That's what that comes with. That's
exactly.
what trying to put yourself out there. That is what putting yourself out there comes with. We'll get fucking criticism for this video. That's what all of this will come with. Putting yourself out there. Everything has consequences. Everything you do, you're not going to become successful. Like, good things aren't going to happen to you. You have to go out there. You have to work hard. Yeah. You have to put yourself out there. Everything comes with consequences. So.
And because we went to the gym, and because we started and put ourselves in an uncomfortable situation, guess what?
Yeah.
When it came to start a YouTube channel, I'm sure Lewis experienced the same. I was nervous of what other people thought, and then it clicked. And that first feeling I had when I started the gym, and then realising that nobody actually gives, you know, two shits, to be honest. Yeah. So then doing it, I was like, you know what?
Like a minuscule thing in the fucking world. Like, literally, like, someone starting a YouTube channel, that is like that's really nothing.
Yeah.
It can become something. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the minute, like, really, like, it's not a huge aspect of life.
It's just the people, the people who probably watch this video, majority of them will be people in our local area. People who will see us on social media and following and that. And it won't be a big, I won't have a big reach, but that doesn't dim down, the quality of the message we're trying to put. You don't want to look back in your life and be like, oh, I didn't do that because I cared what so-and-so thought. Like, what is that? What is that? And I bet you, as soon as you start it, if you do manage to start it, you'll look back and be like, fuck, I wish I would have done this 10 years earlier, 20 years earlier. There's only two best times to plant a seed. And one was 25 years ago, and the other one is now. And I guarantee it, if you ever start, if you just do what you want to do, you will look back. Even when you start it, and you'll look back and you'll be like, oh, I wish I would have, for me, like, I wish I would have started the gym at 11 or 12. And that sounds so stupid,
I wish I started a YouTube channel ages ago.
Exactly, yeah, because back then, maybe it would have, because there was less people successful, maybe, we would have managed to fit in with a niche. And it's the same with, Instagram, Vine, Tumblr, Twitter, anything. There's a certain select few of famous people on each media account. And guess what? If I actually had, which I did have the thought, when first Vine came out, I was like, you know what? But I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell absolutely anyone because I was like, nah, that's gonna look stupid. And I didn't get in early enough. Even though it was like a week after Vine coming out. I could have proper hammered down, created content, and I reckon, it would have got, or at least the attempt, as I said, I would have tried to open that door. And who knows where it would have gone.
Yeah.
But I didn't. That didn't lead to that life, and that cut off that door. So, I'm not saying, oh, I wish that would have happened, because, I'm very happy with where my life is at now. And that's, I've got to admit, that's taken me a while to say that. And I know, going back, like, I'm 16, he's 17, like, we are only kids. And I understand, people will be like, what can we learn from you? You're kids, you haven't seen the world, and I fully agree. I've never been abroad. For Lewis, he's only really been on holidays, we haven't seen the world. No, we haven't met as much people as, 60, 70, 80-year-old. But that doesn't, as I said, it doesn't dim down the message that we're giving.
Yeah. The message is one which it doesn't take age to fucking know this message. The message is go out and try new things. It's been proven by loads of people, just from research that should be done and from people that we see who are older, like, who regret the things they didn't take, who regret the things they didn't start. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to fucking work that out. It doesn't take age to figure that out. I know that now. Like, everyone knows that. Everyone sees people. It's a lot of older people are the ones who say that they regret they didn't take those chances or they didn't take that thing. And I don't care if it sounds hypocritical because I'm 17. That's just simple. They're depressed and they're not happy with themselves and not... They don't feel accomplished because they didn't do the things which, they didn't start things that they wanted to. So that's kind of the message we're trying to get across. It doesn't matter who we are. That doesn't matter. We're just trying to reaffirm this message, which you probably do kind of know, but it's just trying to get it into your heads with this kind of video. So
if you don't do what if you don't do what you love, or what, I don't want to go too stereotypical, but if you don't do the thing that you want to do, or you're worried to do, or as we said, scared about what other people think, which is why you're not doing it. If you don't do it, as Lewis said, as you grow up, it will eat you alive. And I've seen it with many people. I can't give any examples at the moment, but I'm sure if you asked your parents, and you sat down with them, and not just, flippantly when they're running out the door to work, but actually sat down with them one night, and you ask them, what do you regret? I bet you they will tell you at least one thing, at least, because everybody regrets something. Everything. Every single person.
And that's the thing. I want to grow up
regrets.
to that point where I have as minimal regrets as possible, and if possible, no regrets. I don't want to fucking regret anything, because hopefully I'll be in a good enough place.
Because no matter what opportunity came along, I'm glad I took it. There's circumstances that I wish I hadn't have been in. And it made me uncomfortable. And to be honest, it only turned out to be bad. But at least for next time, I guess what, I wouldn't be put into that. I wouldn't be put into that situation, because now, guess what? Because I've gone through it, I'm aware. I'm fully aware of what I went through, and I like, even though it was a bad situation, I learned something, and I think that's the key thing. So no matter whether you win or you lose, there's always a reward. There is always a reward, and it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes.
So rounding up the video, we hope this brings some benefit to you guys who are watching. We hope you got something out of the video. And you know, the entire point is that trying new things, and they'll open up new opportunities for you. And you've seen the video, like obviously just trying new things. And we said, and going back to the gym sort of aspect, the gym opened up so many opportunities for us, more than we can even express on camera. And for those of you who are wanting to start the gym, it's an extremely beneficial thing for you mentally, spiritually, socially, everything, and physically. I always forget that bit, but it's just, you don't realise until you start. You don't realise until you're actually doing it. Like I said, I can't express how the gym and how much that's improved my mentality. So,
and yeah, I mean, just a quick another little point. We're filming in a gym because that was one of our catalysts. That's the part of the thing that made us who we are today. But the problem is, for a lot of people, I do understand that they go to gym for different reasons, and
it doesn't have to be the gym. It can be any other outlet. Seriously, like fucking, I don't know, playing games,
playing the violin,
playing the fucking violin, like just
going to helping out at an old people's home, whether that be working at a zoo and feeding giraffes, anything.
It doesn't have to be the gym. It can relate to anything. If you're passionate about it, if you enjoy it, if you're interested in starting something, go try. Go try while you can. Go start these new things, because it could open up so many opportunities for you in any aspect. Agree. So pretty done. So we'll leave the descriptions below in his video. We'll leave description to my channel, and in mine I'll leave description to his channel. We both have Instagram. We both have Twitter.
But all social media in the description. Yeah, and
to those of you who are subscribed and who follow us and stuff, we really appreciate this whole aspect of our life that we started with YouTube and everything. I'm enjoying putting these videos out. I'm enjoying actually having an outlet other than the gym and other than the other things in my life which help me express myself. It's good to have this to go to, because I can actually verbally and physically talk to you guys. So.
It's really good to be able to vent, and not only just vent as a little diary and be like to myself, is that maybe me venting, people will take away
help
things.
People in the process.
People will learn and understand that they are not alone. People are out there who think like they do, who act like they do, and have the same problems as they do. Because I know there's a lot of motivational stuff out there and positive people, like 200%. I'm not saying we're the only ones, like no way. There's so many good, as Lewis said, so many good role models to look up to out there, but that there still isn't enough. Is there war? Yes. Is there famine? Yes. Is there murder, inequality? Yes, there is. And that proves that there is not enough role models. And that's all I aspire to be, and that's all I hope we can do for you. And that's just take someone away. So
thank you for the opportunity, everybody, to be doing this. And
we appreciate, obviously we appreciate the support. And so this is Callum from One Way War signing out,
and this is Lewis from LewisMV. I believe it's LewisMV. I might have said Lewis_MV. That's my Instagram.
I'll put it in the
description.
description.
Put it in the description. That's it. Sound.
Sheesh.